Hello, everyone, and welcome to KJ Around the World. I wanted to hop in today to give a little video on a topic I've been thinking about for a little while, and I just wanted to share with you. So, before we begin, let me just introduce myself, especially if you're new here. My name is KJ, and this channel is a channel for women, it's a channel for Black women and women of color who love to travel and want to make travel a part of their life, their journey. And it's especially for teachers who are burnt out. I'm here because I'm an educator and I want to share my own travel journey, as well as the things that inspired me to travel the world and how you can do the same as well. Now, to begin, the highlight of this video is the myths and lies you might hear about solo travel. Now, if this is something that's interesting to you, subscribe to the channel. I have so many other travel tips and information to share, as well as a podcast where you can hear about the journey of other teachers, right? People who have gone abroad, who have taught abroad. And I'm just here to share my journey with you as well as theirs. So, to start off, why solo travel, right? Now, for me, I love traveling with my family, I love traveling with my children, but there's something different about solo travel, right? Now, when it comes to solo travel, there's so many things that you can do, so many things that you can, explore. And so I just kind of wanted to dig a little bit deeper into that and just share that with you. So I find that solo travel increased my confidence, it increased, my willpower, it helped me to navigate things. And I feel like so whether you're traveling in a group or traveling solo, like anything can happen anywhere, right? Whether it's being pickpocketed or natural disasters, like anything can happen anywhere. So why let that stop you from traveling solo, right? So on your way to thinking about solo travel or things that you want to do when it comes to traveling, you're going to hear a lot of do, 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 right? You're going to hear a lot of, I don't know if that's for you. Why are you doing this? And there's going to be a lot of myths and sometimes flat out lies about solo travel. And I'm going to share some of them that you will hear and perhaps a little bit of a rebuttal that you can give to them. So, the first thing that you'll hear is you'll be lonely. Now, thinking about that, right? You'll be lonely, you'll miss friends. It's natural to miss people when you go on vacation. Like, I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't miss my family when I went on vacation, right? It's natural, it happens. Now, does that open you up to connecting with other people? Yes. I find that when I travel alone, people are more open to speaking with me, people are more open to talking to me, and it goes vice versa, right? Like if I'm on a trip and even if I'm with a group and I see someone interesting and I want to ask them a question, if they're with other people, I'm less likely to talk to them, right? Perfect example, we were on the island of Lona and there was a young lady there. I had bought an ice cream and I don't speak Finnish, right? So I'm like, what does this word mean? And there was a young lady sitting down, she was alone, and I was like, hey, do you know what this means? And she was open, we started chatting, and her partner came back and we were all chatting together. So you're more likely to make connections with people when you travel solo. So don't be afraid of it. Okay. Something else that you're going to hear is that it's not safe. Nothing's safe. Like, I hope we've come to terms with that. Like, nothing's safe, no place safe. You're going to hear solo travel is not safe, especially for women. In all honesty, anything can happen anywhere. And why not just live your life? Right? You don't know the adventures or the things that you can experience by this solo travel. So why not just go out and do it? Right? Another myth that you're going to hear is that solo travel is expensive, right? Now, solo travel can actually be budget friendly, and I'm going to break down why. So, it gives you some options for variety. If it's a girls trip and everybody's like, "Hey, we're going to go to this hotel or, we're going to go to this villa," prices add up, right? And so, with that said, If you're a solo traveler, your options open up further. You can do surfing, you can do hostels, and you can do hostels with other people as well. But I just feel like the cost is a little bit further down the line of budget friendlier if you are traveling solo. You can also do house sitting. That's something else that I've learned about over the past couple months. You can also do house sitting. And even though you can, bring someone with you when you do house sitting, the person whose home you're going to, they have to be comfortable with that. So you can't just say, hey, I've booked this house sit and I'm just going to bring my cousin with me. It doesn't work like that, right? So if you are going to go solo, you're more likely to get better opportunities, better travel deals. Even when you book flights, if you are booking flights together, they cost more, right? Why? Who knows? But they cost more. So solo travel is not as expensive as people think it is. Now, another myth, and again, flat out lie, is that solo travel is for 20 somethings. Now, thinking back to where my budget was when I was in my 20s, I don't even think it would have been budget friendly enough for solo travel. Okay. And so it's great to see young people traveling solo and getting out there, but it's not just for them. You can be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 70s and beyond traveling solo and getting out there in the world and having your adventure, right? So, solo travel is for anyone who wants to see the world. It doesn't matter the age. Get out there, make yourself feel good, make yourself feel happy, and don't let the limiting thoughts and beliefs of other people prevent you from doing the things that you enjoy doing, right? Last but not least, solo travel is boring. How can solo travel be boring? So sometimes doing things alone and even doing nothing at all to some people can actually be boring. For me, they're fun. I like having to not do anything. I like having to go it alone, relax, get up in the morning. There's no schedule. There's no, hey, I have these things to tick off my list, right? When you're going alone, it's how you want your day to go. There isn't anyone else to discuss, well, what are we going to do today? Or how many stops are we going to make today? It's a matter of you want to do things and you're going to do them, right? If you get up in the morning and you're like, you know what? Today is the day that I'm going to go to all the museums. And halfway through, you're like, you know what? I'm done. If you're with a group, they're like, hey, I thought we were going to do all the museums, right? So you have to really think about what comes out of this experience. If you're doing things at home or you're not, lack thereof, if you're not doing things at home and you're easily bored, then perhaps this isn't for you. But if you're used to doing things alone and you like going it alone and you like being boring, as people might say, then guess what? That's your thing. And solo travel wouldn't be boring to you because it's something that you enjoy and it's something that you're used to. And if it's your first rodeo and you're like, you know what, I don't know what to do for my first solo trip, I've got some ideas for you too. So take that chance, take that risk, and don't listen to the noise, right, that people are telling you about experiences that they themselves might not have had, right? Now, if you're connecting with other solo travelers and they're giving you tips, awesome, great. But if it's someone who has never traveled solo in their life, I'm sorry. Take everything that they've said to you with a grain of salt, okay? Like a grain, a tiny, tiny, tiny grain, because they haven't had this experience and there's no way that they're going to be able to tell you what works or what doesn't work if they themselves have not done it, right? So that's something that I really want you to think about. Now, when it comes to solo travel, I've had some wonderful experiences. My first solo travel experience was to Iceland, and I highly recommend it for first timers. Not only being able to see a country that's beautiful and, wonderful natural areas, waterfalls, glaciers, like there's just so much to see, so much wonder, right? It is highly expensive. So just be mindful of your budget when you are going on this solo travel experience. I stayed in a hostel. I thought that was the most budget friendly it was going to get for me. I flew on a budget flight, which was Wow Air, unfortunately no longer around. But it was a great experience and I highly, highly recommend it. I met some awesome people, did some awesome things, and I find that if you're going to do a solo trip, that is a great place to do it. Now, this is the end of the video for me, and I thank you so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, please like, subscribe, check the description because I do have a little something down there for you. I wrote a book recently, and you can get a link in the description. Um, Earlier, when I first released it, I was sharing some free copies. Now, unfortunately, they're no longer free, but you can still get it at a discounted rate, especially as an Amazon customer. So check, right? See if this is something for you. If you're a teacher who's looking to travel the world, or if you're just interested in travel, period, this is a great book for you. So check it out. It has been great hanging out, and hopefully I'll catch you in another video next week. Bye.